Hey everyone, welcome. People will get in here soon, I know. I'm just getting this on to pop out real quick. Okay, now that I have things set up, I can start talking. Hopefully I got just me watching right now. I got little Monty sitting up here and I'm sure I have quite a few people that are just right now viewing the title thinking, what the hell is this woman going to be talking about? Well, I'm going to be talking about something that's rather important, especially considering the holiday season. And I'll repeat things if I need to going into it, but I'm just starting right off. I'm not even waiting for people to get in here this time because this is ridiculous. The Moana costume and the controversy it's bringing up. And it's a different thing every time. I even dressed for the occasion. I'm wearing a little Halloween get up myself, did a little bit of Halloween makeup, got all dolled up for this. And here's the basic thing. The only ones who are having any racist thoughts about this costume are the adults. And even the concept of racism. There is no such thing. To be racist is to say that anybody of a darker skin color than you or a lighter skin color of you isn't the same race, i.e., you could not interbreed with them. You are a dog, they are a cat. That's not how this works. That's not how the world works. They are a different culture than you. This is culturalism. It is not racism. Racism is a myth. And the sooner we as a world realize this, the better off we're going to be. This is ridiculous. We are all one race. We are a human race. And to say that a child, because they idolize, they hero worship this, they think of this person as a good person, to say, no, they're not the same color as them, so you can't do that. You are teaching your child to look at that different. You're teaching that child to look at them differently. And if you happen to be from that culture and you're having issues with that, what is your issue? I'm skipping ahead on my notes here to bring this up because it actually fits in right here. I may not look like it, but I have native blood. Okay, let that sink in for a second. I don't look it, but I have native blood. And if I saw, if I saw a little African culture boy coming up dressed as Mani from Brotherhood of the Wolf, oh, I would think that is the coolest thing. I'd probably empty every bit of candy I had. Okay, trick-or-treating's done. This kid just won. That kid, male or female, I don't care. They won Halloween. They get everything in the bag. Everyone else go home. I would also have to stop and question why the parents were letting their child watch Brotherhood of the Wolf, because that's kind of a movie. But I would love it. Granted, it's not the best example of Native culture. You know, it's a Hollywoodism and everything else. But I also know that that kid is now going to have an interest in that culture. That kid's going to have an interest in my culture. That kid is now going to go through life wanting to know more about that. Granted, Hollywood gave him a bad idea about it, but that doesn't mean that in his teen years, he's not going to start researching it, finding out more about it. Doesn't mean he's not going to grow up without an appreciation for it. But if his parents had went, oh, Honey, your skin tone ain't right for that. How about instead we dress you up as Shaka Zulu? You have the skin tone for that. You need to dress up as Shaka Zulu because of your skin tone. You're not allowed to go out as that. How about you go out as Will Smith instead? You need to stay true to our culture. What? Allow, oh, now don't go playing in the box right now. No, we're Americans, okay? We are a melting pot. All of our cultures are combined into one, and the fact that we are constantly ripping each other apart, I mean, God, we have people on the net ripping each other apart over a child's costume. And these are adults. You know what the kids are looking at? How the kids see it? Oh, she was so cool. Oh, both of them were so cool in that movie. Oh, those are heroes. I want to be a hero for Halloween. That's the way they're looking at it. They want to be a hero. The only ones that are being culturalists about this are the adults, are the parents. They are the ones that are having this issue. And when you have that issue, you are teaching that issue to your children. You are teaching your children it's not okay to appreciate somebody for their differences. And is that the message you want to give to your kids? Heck, if my son wants to go out as Agent J for Men in Black, I'd let him. I'd fully support him. Anybody else has an issue with it? I'm going to tell him the same thing I'm telling everyone else right now. It's not racism. He's still dressed as a human. What? It's racism? Oh, it is racism? Oh my God, I didn't realize he was dressed like a dog. I thought he was dressed like a human. If you have an issue with him dressing as a different culture, well, that's something on you. He's dressing as a hero. He's dressing as somebody he sees as a positive role model. That's something to be proud of. That is something to grasp onto. Like me, the comment I just made about the Brotherhood of the Wolf, I would grasp onto that. I know the true story behind Pocahontas, so, you know, I'm a little about that because she wasn't that, she had her good points and her bad points, but that's something else. I'm not going to go into all of that. But as for the Disney version of it, if I see a little girl who isn't even native blood dressed up like that, I'm still going to be, well, for the Disney rendition, yeah, go ahead. Because you know what? It's still going to garner an interest in the culture. They're not looking at it as I'm dressing outside of my culture. They're not looking at it as I'm doing this to make fun of them. I'm doing this to mock them. And that's what culturalism is. When you're doing it to make fun of it, you're doing it to mock it. They're not doing this. They're not doing it for that. They're not doing it because they're being insensitive. They're doing it for the exact opposite. They're doing it because, oh, this person's so cool. This person. They're not saying this African, this Chinese, this native. They're not doing that. The only ones that are doing it is the moms and dads. And that's something that's an issue with the moms and dads. And that's something that we as adults need to get over. We need to take a lesson from these kids. They got it right. They know what's up. They don't have this hate. You need to get off of these different media sources. You need to get off of Facebook. You need to get off of YouTube. You need to get off of Twitter ranting and raving about These children are stepping on my cultural heritage. They're not stepping on anything. They're showing you honor and appreciation the best way they know how, by imitating it. They're showing you how much they love what your culture puts out. They're showing you how much they appreciate your culture. And in return, you're slapping their hands. Is that the message you want to give them? That it's wrong to appreciate a different culture? Is that the message we as adults want to give kids when we say, no, you're not the right skin color for that? So even though I have Native blood because I'm pale, I couldn't go as any Native ancestors. I couldn't go as anyone in Hollywood, anybody from the movies that was Native, or anyone else like that. Is that what society is saying? Because my skin tone doesn't match my cultural identity? Well, guess what? If I want to go out dressed as Queen Latifah, I'm gonna. Why? Because that woman freaking rocks. If anybody doesn't like it, they can kiss my fat ass. I'm not doing it to mock her. I'm not doing it to mock anybody else. I'm doing it because the woman rocks. She is amazing. She has done amazing things in her life. She has put out some fantastic music. She is an inspiration, and that would be the reason I would do it. Obviously, I'm not that creative. I mean, I've got this whole thing going. I'm just saying it to make a point. Hi, Nikki. The rant and rave here is, as I'd already said, I was willing to repeat stuff, but I was saying it quick so that if anybody else wanted a quick reference to show for their kids, is I'm getting to that. This is all about false racism. That racism itself, for one, doesn't actually exist. What exists is culturalism. And we as adults are the ones perpetuating culturalism. A good example of that going on right now is the Moana costumes. And that the adults are freaking out. What the kids are doing is basically, it's hero worship. They don't look at it as my skin tone doesn't match, so I can't wear it. They don't look at H and J from Men in Black and say, oh, I'm a white boy, so I can't wear that costume. Or, you know, a little black boy saying, oh, I can't go as Native American because my skin's too dark. They see a hero, and they want to emulate that hero. They want to pay homage to it because they think it's cool. And that's awesome. Let them. Who gives a fuck what color we all are? The only ones who are participating in this culturalism is the adults. That's it. I even brought up the fact I don't look it. I don't look it at all. I even put on a little Halloween costume. You can see more flesh. You can see exactly how pale I am. I'm Native. I have Native blood in me. Do I look it? No. Does that mean because I don't look Native, I should not be able to wear any Native-based costumes? This is the problem with culturalism. And the only ones spreading this are the adults. And we think we're doing good by doing this. We think we're protecting the children by doing this. But what we are doing is teaching these children to hate. We are teaching these children that it's not okay to do anything outside of the color of your skin. So we're teaching our kids not to trust anything different. And I want to know, I really want to know, I want these people that are making these comments, Come here. Come talk to me. I want you to tell me what your thoughts on this are. I want you to tell me exactly why you think it is okay to teach your child it is okay to distrust anything that is a different color. I grew up in a multicolor family. My family runs the gamut. I know your thoughts, honey. But I grew up in a multicolor family, okay? And I'm not saying that as, and people use this all the time, to beat anybody like me down. Oh, if you bring that up, you're just using that as an excuse. Please. If you bring up every single defense a person could possibly have and say that that defense is an excuse, then you are the one who's looking to start a fight. Because you don't want to hear what anybody else has to say. You want to stay stuck in your little tiny bubble, and you want to leave it at that, and you want to just presume that everybody else is wrong. And like I already said, if my son wants to go dressed up, my son's paler than I am. He wants to go dressed up as Agent J from Men in Black. I'm going to stand right behind him for it. Anybody has a problem with it? I don't care. Because he's not doing it to mock, which is what culturalism is. That's what hate is. When you're doing something like that to mock, he's not doing it for that reason. He's doing it because it's hero worship. It's oh my God, this guy is so cool. And if you're that skin color and you really have a problem with it, then you're the one with the problem. You're not seeing it for what it is. You're not seeing this awesome little kid. My nose has been running all day. You're not seeing this awesome little kid and became interested in this character, that saw the character for who the character is and just thought the character was cool. Instead, you're seeing this kid dressed up as a character, not even a real person, a character. And saying, oh, that's offensive because you're not the right skin tone. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, this is a rant because I'm sick and tired of hearing it. You cannot turn on Facebook right now without seeing this. I haven't been on Facebook for over a week because I got tired of seeing this. It's ridiculous, people. This is a full-out rant. This is a full-out me just getting pissed. So anyway, Nikki, how you been doing? Yeah, I'm all dressed up in the Halloween outfit, and I still don't understand why every woman's outfit has to include either cleavage or hip. Crazy buff, yeah. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get that image. I couldn't find a Halloween bag. I didn't have time to make one. Everything's been crazy on my end too, and I'm very sorry about that. I do have plans to help you guys out with something for Christmas, though. I've got big plans on something. I'm actually learning some software to help you guys out with something special. And for the record, anybody who comes on watching this video, I know the way I look because a couple of my physical things I deal with make me look younger. Get this, I'm almost 40. This ain't no young little child saying this. This is somebody with experience. I am almost 40 fucking years old. No, seriously, I am almost 40. I was born March 31st, 1979. I'm serious. Yeah, I still get hit on by 18-year-olds, and no, it's not. And no, I'm not even wearing a lot of makeup. I have no foundation on. See, no foundation. I've got like a little bit of glitter over here, some eyeliner on, some shadow, and lipstick. That's it. And that was my extent of putting on Halloween makeup for the video. Oh, that. I am working with some learning some CGI materials, and I'm going to be working on doing some Gotham and Coda adverts for you guys once I learn the material. Possibly even some really cool commercials. I can't promise any. Ooh, almost got the computer over. I can't promise anything because I have to learn them first. That's all. But I am working on it. But yeah, one of the things, yeah, one of the things you missed is I brought up when I brought up, my native side. I'd even made the reference that, if a little boy with African heritage came up to my door dressed as Mani from Brotherhood of the Wolf, I'd be ecstatic. To me, Halloween's over. That kid wins, gets all the candy in the box. Everything goes to that kid. I would have to question why the parents let the kid watch Brotherhood of the Wolf, because that movie has some very intense scenes. Um, oh, awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Dizzy, for helping that. But yeah, Brotherhood of the Wolf has some intense scenes, so I'd have to question why the kid was watching the movie, but at the same time, it'd be like, Halloween over, you win. I'd love it. That's the reason I don't get it. I don't get these parents. I don't get why they're freaking out. There's no reason for it. There is no excuse. And yes, I titled the video specifically like that just to get the attention, just to get people pissed so that they do view. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I'm glad she did that for you. Now, if the kid starts out asking me if I want to see a snake, I would start questioning other things. And then I'd probably be calling social services. But go share it. After I'm done with this, I'll go share the commercial for you. After I'm done with this, I'm giving it a little bit of time for people to catch the title. Yep. I'm giving it a little bit of time for people to catch the title and come on and be like, what the fuck? who the hell do you think you are and stuff like that. Because I would love to see the reactions. I would love to hear some of the comments from these moms and dads that are flipping out. Even some of the people that are in Hawaii and they don't seem to notice and see, especially with the Moana stuff, that these are kids trying to show their appreciation of the culture. Because that is the hot button topic right now, is the Moana costume in Hawaii. I know. Yeah. Well, I'm also going to post it up on Coda's page, and I'm sure, it's. I might get a couple of people disliking his page when I post this one, but I also might get few more people chiming in. That means I have to start getting used to Twitter. I'm just not a Twitter person. I'm just not good with Twitter. Yeah, true. I could be a bitch right now. I need a candy bar. No, our friend Josh is visiting. They're giving me a little bit of privacy to do this, and he gave me candy bars. He gave me trick-or-treating items. Now, he bought candy before he came over as trick-or-treat items, and we got to discussing costumes and stuff like that, which brought up this conversation, and I got all riled up, and I'm like, I'm doing a video on this. I don't care who says what. So I just flipped out. So, hi, new watcher. I have no idea who you are, but we are discussing the Moana costume and racism and how people are viewing this costume. And my viewpoints on it is it's not racist. What are your viewpoints on it? As the person runs. It was up to 3 there for a minute until I said that, and then back down to 2. I've got 11 subscribers at this point. I'm getting some private messages mostly from people that they're like, 13 it says. Oh, cool. Then I got a couple new since I started this one. Because before I put this video up, it was at 11. So I got 2 more just from this video. Damn. But considering that this channel hasn't been up long, I'm getting subscribers pretty quick. But yeah, a lot of people get shocked when they hear my age, and it's a lot of, you're not that old, and little kids. I'm sorry, I look at him and I see my son, because he's in his teens, and some of them are so baby faced. They're 18, but they're really baby faced, so they look like my son to me, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Ah, no, no." you go over there. Just go over there. Because at this point, I need some green hair at this point. Just go. I can't. Never mind. I just don't have the energy to keep up with somebody like you. Go. You're not getting chocolate Phoenix. Yeah, I'm still watching views. We're still sitting at 2. There. Let's do a quick share of this damn thing. So I won't be able to see you for a sec. Boop, boop, boo, doo, 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 doo. Going on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Going into controversial pages. Waiting for Facebook to catch up. Facebook is bouncing around. Facebook wants to know what the hell my problem is. Do, 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 do. I'm posting that spot as it slows down immensely. Okay, one more area to go through. I'll be able to see everybody again in a minute. In just a minute, I'll be able to see. Okay, we are published in a couple of areas on there. All right. Yay. I wonder how many people are going to see the title of this one and just automatically block me. Oh, that bitch is talking about this type of shit. I don't want anything to do with her. You tell I care. No, I don't need people like that around in my life anyway. A title on something means nothing. If you cannot look past the title, it just ain't worth the time. Oh, that one got stuck a little. As Nikki's just sitting there listening to me ramble and ramble. Let me think. Other things that I've seen people flip out about. Oh, the Pocahontas costumes. Um, you go ahead and work. I don't care. I'm good at rambling. Yeah, that another one I've seen people flip out about the Pocahontas costumes. Oh my God, that's insulting to the Native people. I'm Native and that's insulting to me. Well, bitch, I'm Native too. And you know what I see? A lot of those little girls that dress up. Yep. And you know what? A lot of the little girls that dress up as Pocahontas, you know what they end up doing? They study Native history when they get older. They actually study up on Native culture, they find out more about it, and they become more sensitive to the Native people. They become more empathetic to what's going on in Native cultures. Oh my God, dressing up as it and emulating it as a child, playing, which is a part of how children learn, is beneficial. It's how they learn. Is this something that people have forgotten? I have to wonder if it's just people have forgotten that children learn through play. They learn by emulating things. So emulating, you know, a different culture in a positive light helps them to learn about that culture in a positive light. Why aren't we grasping at this? Why aren't we using this for our own benefit? Instead, oh, don't do that. You offend my delicate morals. You hurt my heart. No, somebody else hurt your heart at some point, and you are now projecting it onto the child, which is unfair. That child doesn't need you projecting onto them. That child doesn't deserve for you to be projecting onto them. That child deserves to be nurtured. That child deserves your understanding and for you to keep helping them move forward. But instead, no. You're gonna keep blocking them off and telling them this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, instead of saying, okay, if you're gonna do this, let's do this. Well, let's do it right. Simple. If you really want to go that route, do it, but do it the right way. Do it. Throw a little education in. If you really want to be a stickler about it, throw a little education in. Like if you really, really, really want to be a stickler about it, you really want to be a pissant, an absolute dipshit about the Moana costumes. Educate your children about the Polynesian people. Have them learn a couple of stories about them. Have them learn a little bit of the history before they do it. That's a way that you could positively work it in if you're really that concerned about it. Am I the only one who's thought of this? Am I the only one who's considered it? Um, yeah, I know how to, but I am a little busy today. I have another maybe half an hour, and then I have to get chocolates done. I have to start researching materials for 3 different orders that I have coming up on the 1st. I have to start prepping to go over to my aunt's for a couple of days here, and I've actually got a really busy schedule. Plus, washing off all the makeup that I put on just for a video. Because if I leave all this stuff on my face, I'm going to break out like crazy. even if it's just some glitter on the cheeks. I'm sorry. And yeah, what's making me look younger is some of the fibro people. We get this moon face thing, this flatter face. Plus, I have, yeah, not a problem. Just let me know when you're back, and then I'll explain further. About playing with the camera. Uh, uh. I have to wonder how many people just pull it up on the pages, don't actually come over to view. If you're watching this on one of the pages, click the link, come over here, because that way, if you're making comments, I can actually see them and respond to them. It works a lot better than just, commenting over there or watching over there and you have comments, questions about what's going on, or you want to say something to me. If you're offended or anything else, or you just want to say, hey, I agree with you. Best way to do that is to actually come over to YouTube and say it, because if you just say it over on Facebook, I'm not going to hear it. Yes, I'm smoking on camera. No, kids, don't do this. This video isn't even intended for kids. I am addressing the adults. I am addressing the adults that are telling you that you can't wear a certain costume because they think it's racist. And if an adult ever tells you that you can't wear a costume because it doesn't match your skin tone and it's racist to do that, you tell them, don't apply your ethnic prejudice to me. Then ask them, can I learn about the ethnicity of this character? Move this away so I can adjust my legs for a minute. Woo! I got cords tangling. The doldrum. Quiet. The no one is here. The dog's ass behind my head, looking out a window while Monty stares at me. Why? Because it's my channel, I can say whatever the flip I want. And Phoenix is bored. Phoenix is getting huge. When are you going to pop out this puppy? When are you going to pop out this puppy? I'll pick her up after I'm done with this. I don't like picking her up when I have one of these. I did it once before on video, and it's just... I was anxious. I wanted to show off, but I really don't like doing that. Well, tell him, damn it, you're talking with somebody. If your husband won't shut up so you can talk with somebody else, tell him, damn it, you're talking with the psycho. I don't think that'll win me any brownie points, though. I think it'd be just the opposite. I think he'd be a little upset. Yeah, let's see if I can log on to my Twitter and get this shared on there. Why the hell not? Ooh. Let's see. It's been ages since I logged into Twitter. Let's see if it'll do it. One finger typing. Yep. Into my old account, not my new one. Oh, well. Of course, it wouldn't let me into the new one. I can't even remember the... Oh, motherfucker. God damn. Yeah, it won't let me into my new one. I can't even remember the stuff for the new one. Which means I have a dead Twitter account floating around. Yeah. That's just awesome. That's just pure talent. One good thing is the famous Cosplay dog still sees my old Twitter. Oh, well, that means that she can see the eye roll I just gave her. And I'm sure that she's one of them who does that. Wonder if she even bought costumes for her kids or just decided, oh, yeah, I was going to show phoenixes. Oh, I know. The poor God. That's a huge belly. Mm-hmm. It's a huge, huge belly. She's only gotten a little bigger. Every day she's bigger. As of course she wants to lay completely flat. And yes, her nails are painted. She laid there, let me paint her nails, and got mad at me when I stopped. Because how dare I stop painting her nails? Most spoiled dog on the face of the earth. Yeah, what's spoiled? Okay. If I'm going to get to shower and everything else, even though you just got back, I should probably get off of here because I can't think of anything else to ramble about anyway. Other than her being her, insisting on lovies and getting the prego belly rubbed. And that is Dad sitting right here. Yeah. So I will try to catch that. If need be, send me a quick link to my inbox when that goes on to remind me, in case I'm stuck on other things, because I can always even watch on my phone and comment. Um, Other than that, everybody have fun, have a safe Halloween. One last thing before I forget, there's also the scare going around. Everybody's commenting, watch out for CBD treats on Halloween, guys. I'm going to state this. I'm going to state this right now. A single CBD gummy is $1 or more. For a single gummy. Nobody is going to buy those and put them in your kids' bags. No one. If you think that people are going to randomly slip open CBD gummies into your kids' bags, there's something wrong with your head. I mean, as always, check your kids' candies. Take it out. But nobody is going to be slipping CBD candies to your kids. They cost too much. That's just expensive. It's not happening. Okay. See ya. Happy, safe Halloween. Take care. I know. It will help them. Some of those kids, especially after eating that much chocolate, could probably use some CBD. Calm their asses down. But yeah, nobody's going to be slipping your kids CBD. CBD is actually safe for children. Maybe you want to stop by a shop and pick up some for your kids, for after they're on that sugar rush and and get them calmed down so you can manage them. But nobody's going to give you free CBD. So, if you're spreading the rumors in the hopes that somebody's going to do it, yeah, nobody's spending that much on your kids. Not happening. Oh, all right. Have a happy, safe, fun Halloween. Before I go, Nikki reminded me CBD candy is on sale at naturalhealthycbd.com. The code is candy15 through Halloween. Just leave a note at the end that Coda sent you. Let them know that I sent you over there. Use code candy15 to get your discount. Happy, safe, fun Halloween. Bye-bye.